Hi, everyone. What did you think? I tried a new intro tonight. I'm always messing with them. I'm always messing with the intro and the outro, but I did something a little bit different in there. It was like a piece of a video that I was working on, but I didn't like the way the video was coming out. And then I thought it looked more like an intro video than a video. I don't know. Let me see who's here. I know Ken is still going. But let's see. I saw Paul, Wedge and Big. I see Chris, Have a Drone Will Fly. Maddie is here. Charles Gillespie is here. Mike Night Train, thanks for being here. Mark Sullivan. Michael from Fly Zone Drone. Aerial Images by Doug. He was here early, so was Gary H. Lee from Yellow Rose Drones. TJ's here, my buddy TJ. Unlimited Vertical stopped by, even though it's a little past his bedtime. Chris Wedgeworth. Jody from Drone Shots. Let me see if I missed anybody. Oh, Dominic. Dominic from Northside Hawk. Everybody knows Dominic. Flying Flynn is here. Ashley. Hi, Ashley. And Joe Fotolia. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys, how does my mic sound? Because, I don't know, I was moving things around again, and I don't know if I'm too close. I've got my pop filter on, so I don't sound so poppy. I don't know if I have it in the right place, so I don't know if I have it set up right. So let me know, sound people. Let me know how it sounds. Oh, Mark White. Oh, 3:10 in the morning. Yeah, I don't blame you. Go to bed. It sounds good? It sounds good? Okay, thank you. Oh, J-Dub is here. Audio sounds good, J-Dub. Thank you. Teach, I'm blurry. Are you kidding? Better be kidding. And TJ, we've been friends a long time. That's not how you spell my name, Teach. See, there it is. Thank you, Mark Sullivan. All right, so we got, let's see, I've got a whole list of things for tonight. Oh, and it's just me. I thought Jasper might join me, but he is so asleep, you guys. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why in a minute. But oh, hi, Tony's here. Tony from Quadcopters and Tech. Johnny Drone Flyers here. Hey, Johnny. Thanks for joining. Oh, and happy almost birthday to Johnny. I think his birthday's on Friday. So I know there was a big birthday show last night on Fly for Fun. But yeah, everybody wished Johnny Drone Flyer happy birthday. I think he said he was 31. I think it was something like that. So yeah, everybody say hi and happy birthday. Oh, TJ is studying for his 107 now. Oh, TJ, you got this, buddy. Good luck. You that's awesome. See, now Maddie has inspired others. Good job, Maddie. Uh, let's see. So, oh, did I see gosh, the chat's going a little fast. I see Wayne B. Hi, Wayne B. Yeah, tomorrow, Johnny. Oh, Private Island is here. Hi, Private Island. I think I missed you last week. I saw you. I saw your name in the chat when I did chat review after the show. So yeah, let's do a little chat review. I always go through the chat after every show because I know that I can never keep up. I always try, and I don't know. ADD. There's like too many things to look at. I can't keep up with the chat and like play little clips and show pictures and try to talk and follow my cheat sheet. It's too much. But so one thing that's really stood out from last week's show is everybody's talking about little Jasper pup. Terrible picture of me, but doesn't Jasper look handsome? He got a lot of love in the chat last week. But the funny thing was when Michael from Fly Zone Drone started calling him Jasper 420. He said Max Air 420 transformed into a dog, Jasper 420. And then everybody was saying Jasper 420. And then I guess when he left, Michael said, there goes Jasper 420. He thinks streaming sucks. And then I guess he had the munchies because he was getting snacks last week. So yeah, there was a lot of love for Jasper last week. But the funny thing is, this week he really is Jasper 420, and I'll tell you why. The other day, someone recommended some CBD treats. A friend at work uses them for her dog who is older, and Jasper's a little older, and she said it helps with the joints. And Jasper can at times be a little bit of a nervous guy too, and she said it would help with nerves. And so I ordered these treats. They showed up right away, and I gave him one tonight just to see if it would help at all. So earlier when I took him for a walk, he did quite a walk down the street. I mean, he was like all kinds of happy going down the road. Like he looked like Mr. Happy Pup. And then he had 3 dinners. And for anyone who knows Jasper, he's kind of a fussy eater, and it's hard to get him to eat 1 or 2 meals in a day. But yeah, he had 3 dinners after his treat, and now he's passed out. Like he's really passed out. Like I don't think he'll be joining the show at all. I had his chair ready in case he wanted to, because sometimes when he starts, as soon as I start talking to the computer, it seems like he wants to be involved. But no, not tonight. He's definitely down for the count. So, oh hey, Sam is here from Sam and Rose, and he said hello to everyone. Let me see if I missed anybody else. Oh, Art's here. Hey, Art. Cool. Okay, so yeah, that was something funny from last week. Was the new Jasper 420 name. And then let me see. Well, okay, so here's a bit of controversy, you guys. Dominic asked if we could talk analytics. Got to say that right. Andy said he's glad Dom added itix. So I was asking, 'cause I think we're very divided on this. So I asked the chat, if you like analytics or do you not like analytics? And I think it was more on the no side. But then some people kind of like voted twice. Okay. So I don't know. I don't think it's everyone's favorite. But Dominic had said, he just really would like to know why certain videos get more views than others. But everybody kind of answered it. Really confused said it's the thumbnail and the title. I agree. Um, she said if you put Top Gun in your video title, you'll get 2,000 some views, literally, and then you'll get the most thumbs down you have ever received. True story. Oh, damn. Michael said it's also likes. If you get a lot of likes, YouTube pushes it out. I agree with that, but I also, what I have found is like early activity. Like when you put your video out, if you put it out when your people are online, I've showed you that little chart. When you put your video out and it starts getting a lot of activity early on, it's got likes, it's got comments, it's got views. I think that's when YouTube sits up and takes notice. Also, Mark Selvin said hashtags help. So then Ken, who, by the way, he voted no. He said analytics suck. He down at the bottom there on the no side, but he said drone footage of a hot babe crashing while driving a Corvette and fishing will get views. Now I don't disagree, but I still think that thumbnail and title help. Taking a quick look over here. So I thought I would experiment with what Ken said. Okay. I don't think I got it quite right. He said drone footage of a hot babe crashing while driving a Corvette and fishing. So I kind of took it in a different direction. I was thinking that she crashed her Corvette into water and then went fishing. Okay. So let's go with that. Let's just go with that. Let's say you use the quick analytics here, guys, real quick. Let's just say that you use the thumbnail that YouTube chose for you. Okay. And I don't know, maybe you were using like a real crappy camera, like I don't know, a Hero 3. Because this picture I found of a Corvette in the water looks a little grainy. Okay. But maybe if you actually go through your video, like after you upload it to YouTube, you play it on your phone, you go through the video and then like pause it when it looks like a good thumbnail to you, like pause it in a better spot and choose your own thumbnail. That's my recommendation number one. So maybe you would pause it while the girl is actually on the hood fishing, right? Okay, but could you do better? I think so. So let's just say that in addition to taking your video of this day that Ken outlined for us, let's say you also took pictures and you got or used a better action camera. Everybody's talking about them. There's a bunch of new ones out right now. So let's just say you used a better camera or you used a photograph from the day to create your thumbnail. Now, pardon my bad photoshopping, but let's just say you got closer to the girl on the hood fishing, okay, from her crashed Corvette. This is already a better thumbnail, but wait, we need some good words on there because people are scrolling, you guys, and they scroll fast. So the purpose of the thumbnail is to stop them from scrolling. So you gotta, you gotta try to say what you want to say. You gotta build a little curiosity. I threw the drone in there. So like you kind of get a feeling of what this video might be about. And maybe not, but you're curious, right? So maybe you stop scrolling, but then maybe you come up with an even better title. Oh my gosh, what is this thumbnail? Now everybody stops, but you know what? The other name was good as well. So you use it You use it for your title. Your title and the words on your thumbnail should never be the same. The two things have to work together. There is no sense repeating yourself. So we've got some words to stop people, maybe build curiosity on the thumbnail. We have further curiosity built in the title beneath it. And now look, Ken, look at your views. In just one day, your video is blowing up. Look how it looks on the home page. It stands out, right? That is how you get views. You get views from your thumbnail. Of course, hopefully you have good footage and you're going to keep people there. But, if you use that original thumbnail that YouTube picked randomly out of your footage, it's okay. And actually with a good title, I think you'd still get a lot of clicks on that, to be honest. But I think where we ended up is really going to grab people's attention. And then, as Mark Sullivan said, hashtags help. So throw your hashtags in. And hashtags, you have to think, people look stuff up on YouTube and they look stuff up on Google. So what would they look up? It's like any mixture of these words. So maybe they would look up a hot babe, a hot chick, a girl and a Corvette, a woman fishing, who knows? But you have to try to think of what people are going to search. And that's what you are going to put on your thumbnail. So all of those things together, I think will get you views on your videos, Dominic, to answer your question. But by the way, when I had that little homepage up, look at the next one over. Look at Art's thumbnail. Art has some good thumbnails, you guys. And actually, while I was putting together some slides, I saw that thumbnail. It jumped out to me, and I was actually there at Art's premiere because his thumbnail caught my eye. So they do work. And by the way, looking at Art's page, he does a very nice job on thumbnails. I think that is a good looking page, Art. I think that's a really good looking page. So kudos to you. I have missed a bunch of the chat, so sorry. But I had to. That's all for analytics today, you guys. So I'm sorry, okay? To the few of you, the handful of you, or maybe 3 of you that like it, you're welcome. And to the rest, sorry, it's over now, okay? But yeah, I know, Maddie, you are one of the haters. Oh, hey, Herman's here. Hi, Herman, and Mr. FPV and Static Scott. Oh my gosh, Static Scott's here. Everyone goes sub Static Scott. He doesn't really promote himself ever. But so I'm gonna promote him. Go check out Static Scott. He flies at the trestle where we hang out, and he and Max are good friends. And actually, he almost lives at the trestle. He knows that trestle better than anyone. So definitely go check out his channel. Oh, hey, Barkley's here. Hey, Barkley. What? I don't know what that means. Jim's droning is here. Hey, Jim. So yeah, that's all I had to say about analytics. All right, it's over. It's over. Or wait, it's not over. There's one more thing. Tom from H4 Services, he said, I don't get it. I posted an unedited video clip of an injured sea turtle Tuesday so a Florida Wildlife Commission biologist could see it. No fancy thumbnail, no audio, nothing. It's getting hits. I got to tell you, Tom, I actually saw that. And you know what? It does actually jump out, believe it or not, because it's very, very simple. And you're like, what's that? Oh, it's turtle. Look at the title, Injured Sea Turtle. Huh, what happened? And, people clicked on it. So I know you put no time, effort, titles, Photoshop nothing into it, but actually the subject matter itself, it pulls at the bleeding heart in all of us. And people were clicking on it. They wanted to know what happened to the injured sea turtles. So I think I did see that there's an update on Tom's page too. So you have to go and check out H4 Services LLC and see what happened to the injured sea turtle. So, all right, few other things from the chat last week. I know, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay, this is interesting. Highlight America said people who enjoy watching acro are a very small group compared to those who like to watch cine. Can we discuss? I think maybe in part because I think not everybody can comfortably watch some of the speedier acro. I mean, when you're really going fast and through things and flipping around, I mean, I know I myself, I could get a little dizzy with some of that, but I think it also depends on the pilot, and I think it depends on the pilot's what he's going for in the flight, because I don't know if you were all watching Ken just a moment ago, but he showed that acro flight of Blaster going through the waterfall, and like, wow, that was some awesome stuff. Like I was that, and the editing too, I was blown away by that. I have now subscribed to Blaster, so if you didn't see that, definitely go check it out. But he was diving waterfalls and going through the trees and through the rocks, and like it was really nice. It helps that it was cinematic, but I mean, it was a beautiful location as well. Oh, hey, Bob Casey. Good to see Bob here. Did I see? I don't know. I feel like I'm behind, but I think I saw people saying hi to Max there. So Max is in the chat too. But yeah, I don't know. I guess realistically, yes, more of the general population might watch cine than watch acro, but I think it depends on what you're doing with the acro, and I think acro will always have its fans, and those who are familiar can certainly appreciate the skills that go into making those kind of videos. You know what? I actually have one queued up from last week from Danish. I didn't see Danish in the chat, so I guess I'm not going to play it yet, but in his video, he is going pretty fast through Bando, and yeah, I would say in this case, it would be hard for some people to watch, but on the other hand, it's like, wow, he has some very fast reflexes to get through all of those hallways and gaps, and everything he was doing with that building, that Bando is pretty cool to see, I think. Oh, no, no, he did not. He hates them. Oh, so I guess I agree, but also, I mean, for me personally, as far as like the cine or the acro, I mean, I guess I kind of like a mixture, because I don't know, beautiful scenery is beautiful, but when you can do interesting things with it, I like that personally. I like when you can do interesting things with the beautiful scenery that you're in. Which brings me to, let me see. Oh, just quick point. Dominic said that every second week I should go live at the same time that Ken Heron does. And I think I am going to try that next week, because the past 2 weeks he has not been going on his off week. So next week, I think I'm going to start at 8 o'clock just to start a little earlier, maybe see some of the people that can't stay up for a 10 o'clock show and for whom maybe 9 o'clock show is also not great either. So let's try 8 o'clock next week on Ken's off week and see how that goes. So another comment from Dominic. He said, just a quick chat about the whole situation with subs, as it was a great chat on drone therapy. Well, I was in the chat of drone therapy when he was doing his experiments. I don't know if you guys saw it. Hey, Mendez. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was feeling very strongly about the fact that sometimes, especially with smaller channels, you sub a channel and then the sub is taken away. So, if I told everybody right now, hey, everybody go and subscribe to JDub. Let's say everybody goes to JDub's channel, he gets 10 new subs. What they're saying is tomorrow morning it's -10 and he's back to where he was. So people are talking about this conspiracy with YouTube, thinking that these subs are not real. They're not from real people. Maybe they're from, I don't know, obtained illegally through an app. Who knows? But so there's this conspiracy theory about the subs, and you get 5, you lose 5, and that has happened to me as well. I've purposely gone out. Well, actually, no, it wasn't when I went looking for subs. It was actually a day when I went to a Facebook page, and it was United States Drone Society, Wedge and Big's page, and he had compiled a list of all of the members at that time, which it was a while ago. That page has grown a lot, by the way. But at the time, I don't know, let's just say there were 200 people. I don't know. So he compiled a list so we could all check out each other's channels and, maybe sub each other if we like the content. And so I very quickly got like 5 or 7 subs, and the next day they were all gone. So I have seen it happen. However, I don't know if, is it that these 7 people subbed me and I couldn't see who they are, because I do feel YouTube doesn't always show you who they are. Is it that they all subbed me, they didn't get a sub right back, and then they unsubbed because they were just looking for subs? Or does YouTube actually take them away because there were too many all at once? Oh, wait, let's see what J-Dub's saying. That actually happened when your first shows, we were going and all subbing. I was excited because it took me over 200, but the next day I was back to 197. So, I just don't know. I just don't know if it's YouTube, evil YouTube, taking the people away, or if people are, unsubbing. They didn't really want to sub in the first place. I don't know. I don't know if I trust it, because again, I was part of the chat in that show, and I didn't catch the beginning, but I was there for 7 of the people that Bill Thomas asked us to sub. And I went around and subbed all 7 of them, and I did ring the bell. And the next day, I was still subbed to all of them. And the next day, I was still subbed to all of them. And this is, I think, a week later, and I am still subbed to all of them. I don't know, Dominic, because so then here was the other interesting thing, though. I thought maybe it was because I rang the bell. Maybe that meant I really wanted to be a subscriber to the channel if I rang the bell. That's what I was thinking. But, and I purposely didn't watch any of their videos because this was an experiment. So I don't know. But so then I saw that one of the people on Bill Thomas's list for the experiment was Charles Gillespie. Now, I was already subbed to him, but when I had started subbing people back when I started this channel, like over a year ago now, I wasn't ringing any bells because honestly, I hate notifications. I just hate them. I hate when my phone is making noises. I hate when I'm like distracted from whatever I'm doing and I have to go and look at my phone. I don't know. I don't like notifications. So I didn't ring anyone's bell. I have just started going back through, and when I see someone's video, now well, no, did I ring the bell? No, I just subscribed. I didn't ring bells. So lately I've been going back and ringing everybody's bells. So, Charles Gillespie was an interesting experiment because I had subbed him a long time ago. So when I went over to his page, I was still subbed. It's been a long time since I subbed him. I did not ring his bells, and no, I wasn't ever unsubbed as far as I can tell. So I don't know about this experiment. I know that yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, Maddie. I don't like notifications. I don't like I don't like my phone ringing unless it's somebody I know and I'm going to pick it up and answer it. Like I don't know. I don't like noises. Hello to Eagle Eye View Images. Thanks for being here. Um, so I don't know. I know that Max and I were talking about it, and he has some ideas for an experiment, a different way of experimenting the same thing. So that might be upcoming on his channel when he starts doing lives. But we are skeptical. I have to say, we're a little skeptical on YouTube taking them away. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Oh, Charles was just a guest on your show. That's awesome. Your cruise, Bob, that's Bob Dempsey from Old Farts. Your cruise is part of my community news tonight. So I was gonna let everybody know about your cruise meetup. So yeah, I don't know. Just an interesting thing, but YouTube did not unsub me from anyone, and so I'm kind of leaning towards I think it might just be might be people getting frustrated. Now, to be honest, with that experiment, I went and subbed 7 people. And when I got up in the morning, I thought, I probably should have gotten a sub or 2, right? I didn't get any. Nobody subbed me back from that little experiment. So I can see how people would be like, you know what? F these guys. They don't even appreciate all their new subs and like unsub them. Like, I think it's a possibility. So I don't know. One more thing from the chat last week. I don't know, maybe I was being boring with my analytics, but Barkley asked if we could discuss carbapenum resistant antibacterials. I just thought it was funny that Maddie said, what did you just call me? Was I being boring, Barkley? Is that what that means? Or did you really want to discuss superbugs? Let me go back to it. So this is a strain of bacteria, and it's the bacteria can become resistant to our antibiotics. Why? Because people use too much hand sanitizer, and because people, when they get a virus, they want antibiotics from their doctor, even though their doctor told them it's just a virus. And so we have antibiotics all over the place, and bacteria learn. And yeah, I'm going to rant a little bit now because this is one of those things I just hate. It's so stupid. Like, you don't need to use antibacterial soap on your hand 20 times a day, and you don't need antibiotics when you have the common cold. It's actually just like the ticks in my neighborhood. I don't know if you're familiar with tick science, but like Advantix and all these brands, the Seresto tick collar, for dogs. Every few years, they have to come out with new stuff because ticks become resistant to these chemicals that we use against them. Some tick bites and doesn't die, and he learns to fight it, and others do too. And then you have, chemical resistant ticks. Well, it's the same thing with bacteria. Like they get a little taste of it, or oh, that's the other thing. When people don't finish their bottle of antibiotics, when the doctor tells you you have to take it for 10 days and 3 days later people go, oh, I feel better. Well, there's some bacteria still running around and you just taught them how to bypass that antibiotic. So anyway, it's a stupid thing that people do and I hate it. So I guess you were probably joking, Barkley, but there you go. There's my rant. So that's it for chat review. I actually have a little bit of community news. So, starting off on a bit of a sad note, I don't know if you all are familiar with Yellow Rose drones, but his wife Patricia passed away suddenly this past week, and he is asking for help to pay for her final expenses as he lays her to rest. So if anyone is able to pitch in at all, I've got, let me see, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Because it's hard enough when something like this happens, especially when it happens suddenly and it's unexpected. But it's even harder than when you have to deal, with the practical side of getting through these days and respecting her final wishes. And so if anyone can help out, I'm sure Lee would very much appreciate it. We all, our hearts go out to you, Lee, and best of luck to you and your family. We're all definitely thinking of you right now. The other one, which is still ongoing, is everyone knows our friend Susan Lee. She is a huge supporter of the drone community, and we have shared her GoFundMe on the page, on this page and other pages in the past. But Susan is such a great supporter of all of us, and anyone who hasn't, by the way, this is an old screen cap. I know we've done a little bit better than that up to now, but if anyone can find it in their hearts to donate to either fundraising drive, I'm sure it would be much appreciated by them both. They're both really awesome people in our community. So the other community news I wanted to share is about our friend Dominic. Weeks ago, I think it was back at the end of July, Dominic said that he wanted to get to 200 subs because someone told him that he wouldn't. And as you know, I hated that because I hate when anyone discourages anyone else. But Dominic is not one to be discouraged. I think he was actually encouraged because he has been really, really putting himself out there and working hard. And last I checked, he had 212 subscribers, and maybe it's even climbing. I don't know. But congratulations to Dominic for crossing a really awesome milestone. But down below, you can see something that he said at the end of July was, he kind of wanted to, in the nicest way possible, kind of throw it in the face of the person who said that, and I actually pulled my advice from that day.
Well, I think succeeding is the best way to give somebody the FU. I mean, just doing it. You don't really have to say in your face, you said I couldn't get 200 subs, but I did. You just do it and move on.
And then you get 250, and then you get 300, and then you get 500, because you know what? You know he's watching you, Dominic. You know they've got their eye on your channel, and I honestly don't think you have to say a thing. Just succeeding is really the best thing that you can do. But everyone, please, a big congratulations to Dominic. So you've passed them. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you. And what I love about Dominic, he is really putting himself out there. Like, here's something else I had pulled. It was a while back. He had said, I would like to have a go at live streams. Well, by now, and that's Max and I on one of his live streams, but you know what? He did that too. He's done his own live streams. He's been on other people's live streams, and he is everywhere now. And everyone has, well, not everyone, but the community now knows who Dominic is. And I think that that's awesome. He's really been putting himself out there. And I think that people like to support people that they feel like they know, they feel that they like, they can see that they're likable, that they're good people, nice people. So I think it's great. He's really been working at it, and success is coming to him. So good for you, Dominic. Congratulations. The other thing I wanted to, okay. So, yep, just keep posting, keep doing it, keep rocking it, Dominic. Oh, hi, Doc Murdoch. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Johnny needs 13 to get to 800. Ooh, that's a nice number, Johnny. Hey, everybody, it's Johnny's birthday tomorrow. So if you were wondering, if you had an extra subscription around, you could throw Johnny's way. I'm sure he would appreciate it. That would be a great birthday present to actually hit 800. That's a nice number, Johnny. Good for you. I can. I usually don't do it during the live because I have to go over to YouTube, but I do appreciate that you've come over. Let's see if I can do it. Can everybody hold on a second? Let me see if I remember how to do it. It's actually so much easier to do afterwards, because then I can just go and basically click on it, and it's really easy. But oh no, don't do that. But I do. Let me see. Can I do it from here? Oh, I think I did it. Okay. I think I got it. Did I get it? I think I did it. All right. I think that worked. So, oh, that's true too, Paul. Everyone should go out and fly for fun this weekend in honor of Johnny Drone Flyer's birthday. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you chase money, you won't get much of it. You need to produce amazing content and it will find you. Subbing each other is too small to matter. Well, yes and no. I gotta say, I will disagree with you on one thing. I feel that if you don't put yourself out there a little bit and promote yourself a little bit, no one's really gonna know that you exist. People can find you by doing a Google search, but guess what? then you need to use hashtags. You need to, hashtag drone, hashtag footage, hashtag whatever. I mean, how are they going to find you? How are they going to know your content is there in this huge ocean of content on YouTube? I mean, you can never see it all, you know? So I just think that there is, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think if you are out there, begging people for money and you're not really doing anything for it, you're not producing any content, you're not, working for it, or I think, yeah, chasing it would be for nothing at that point. But I think, I think you do have to promote yourself just a little bit to let people know you exist. So I would say I don't know that that's necessarily chasing money, but I also don't think you can just sit back and produce awesome content, pardon me, and everyone will find you and throw money at your face. I do think there is some self-promotion involved. And maybe for YouTube to take notice, you do need to get some subs. They say that they can they say that YouTube is starting to promote even very small channels now, but I do think that the more people that have subbed to you, the more people could possibly see you, and the more that YouTube could take notice and push your stuff out. Because if YouTube doesn't push it out at all and show your content on the feed, who's going to find you? If you don't hashtag, who's going to find you? So I don't know. Hashtag hello, Stevie. I was going to mention Stevie tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit later about vlogging. But Stevie Bronx from Capture Life Connection, let me put that name up on there. He's an awesome vlogger. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Stevie, you definitely should be. And if you haven't seen his latest video, go check it out. Max and I are actually in it. But the big thing about it is he crashed his Avada. So if you want to see what happened, you have to go check it out. And yes, I was definitely going to mention Stevie later because he's an excellent vlogger. Like, he is just such a natural when he's vlogging. And that is one of my topics for later. No, I don't think that she asked 7 million friends to sub her. She does reviews, and reviews are something that people search. So in a way, she has chased the money because instead of just putting up, I don't know, videos of her kids at Easter, she's putting up reviews. And that's something that people specifically go to YouTube for. They go to YouTube for reviews. And that's why review channels grow faster than almost any other channel, except for channels that focus on how to succeed on YouTube, because people search that too. But people search reviews. One of Max's biggest viewed videos is a review of a snowblower, and he did it years ago, and people are still searching that particular snowblower and watching that video. So yeah, she didn't go and ask all her friends to sub her. She went the other way and produced content around what people are searching. So if I wanted to chase the money, I would review my Yeti microphone. I would review every drone that I'm flying. I would review electronics like Justine. Like, she's doing reviews, and that's why she has all of those subscribers. Oh, and she's pretty. Let's be honest, she's a pretty woman doing reviews, and she does a good job of it. So yes, she's producing excellent content. She's got all the latest gadgets. I'm sure now they're just sent to her by the truckload. But yeah, I don't think that she really needs to chase the money anymore. And I'm not quite sure where she started, but I'm sure she experienced rapid growth when she started doing reviews, because that is one of the main things that people look up on YouTube. When I was going to buy a microphone, I looked on YouTube. Let's see what people are recommending. So yeah, I don't think that No. No, definitely not. I don't think so. If she looked like a troll that lived under a bridge and she was reviewing the iPhone, no one would watch to the end of her review, and no one would be, anxiously awaiting her next video. So, yeah, of course, like she's pretty and she's smart and she does a very good review. And so, jackpot, jackpot on iJustine. Um, let's see. Oh, I didn't see what Jim said. I'm scrolling back a little. I can't find it. Sorry. I guess that'll be something for chat review next week. Um, no, I agree with you. Like, of course, it. I think that people like to watch people that are likable. They like to watch people that are fun, and you don't have to be all of these things. Actually, that's one of the things we talked about this weekend when we were hanging out with Stevie from Capture Life Connection. I'm gonna put him up there again. There's Stevie. Uh, he said that people find their tribe and just be you, and the people that relate to you will find you. And I absolutely agree with that because I know that there are people that they love Philly Drone Life. He's a very excited, animated, over the top kind of a huge personality. And some people just really are drawn to that personality of his. It's a big personality and they love that. Others might shake their head and say, I don't get it. He's too much for me. And they shy away from him. So, I mean, everyone, I think you just have to be you and do you and be you and not try to act like anyone else. And you will find the people, you will attract the people that are attracted to you, whether people are looking for someone that is friendly, someone that's fun, someone that maybe I'm Italian and I see someone on YouTube and I'm like, yeah, I like him, he's Italian, or I like her, she's Italian, I'm going to listen to her reviews. I mean, maybe they want something relatable, who knows. I'm sure we're all looking for something different, but I don't know if I've seen you in your videos. Do you vlog? I don't think I really see you in your videos. So I don't think that you can call yourself a troger. And I don't think I don't think that's what's going on there. I don't know what you were saying, but you spelled my name correctly, so thank you. uh, oh no, is that why? Ah, you guys, you guys, someone better pay attention. Oh man. Oh, okay. So it was Eagle Eye. All right. Well, now he knows. Now he knows. uh, so yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot that goes into getting subs. And yes, I agree, looking for 3 subs here and 2 subs there is not the same as making the most excellent video you could possibly make that people want to see, that people are excited to watch. Like, again, I was talking about that video that Ken showed earlier with Blaster diving the waterfall and going underwater. Like, there were great edits, interesting flying, interesting location. I mean, I would not be surprised if he got a lot of new subscribers because he put out an excellent video. Uh, definitely, like, definitely agree with you there, Barkley. But I just subscribed to him tonight and I'm curious to look at the rest of his channel because he does have a lot of subscribers. So did he get them all just by flying the drone and doing nice edits? Does he talk at all? Like, I'm curious. I'm going to definitely dive into his channel and see what's going on over there because he is someone, I mean, from that video, if he's someone that just makes beautiful, interesting videos and he's got all those subs, then I am absolutely inspired because I think that I think that like it's hard for drone people unless you're doing reviews, because people will always look up reviews on the Avata or on the next, action camera that's coming out. Like people will look up reviews and they will search reviews. So when so anyone who's doing that in the drone world is going to get subscribers and they're going to get views and they're going to get all of that because they are being searched. But for anyone who just wants to go and fly and make a video out of the flight, I don't know. I don't know that we're hitting, 2 million subscribers like iJustine. Like I just don't really think that we are. But do we need that? Like I don't think that's what I'm looking for either. I think for me personally, I just I like doing what I love to do. I like making a nice video. I like hanging out with all of these people that we've met through this awesome hobby, whether it be here on a live stream, other people's live streams, at a meetup. Like I like all that. Wow, I'm behind on the chat. Hashtag Avada. I saw that drinking game going on the other night. All right, so I missed something. Boy, this chat review is gonna be fun. I think there's a lot going on over here and I'm missing it all. Just sitting here talking all by myself. Jasper's sleeping. He's not even helping out. All right, let me see if I had anything else on my community news. Oh, I did. So I was just going to mention the meetups. And if you guys have any further information on meetups, if you know anything more, I was just going to start keeping track of them. So far for next year, I have, and I'm trying to put them in order. So I have South Florida Drone Meetup, April 1st. I added in the Old Farts Drone Cruise to Alaska. That's in June. And I know there is a Quad Mafia meetup in Wisconsin in August. I assume there will be a minefield in August because Kenya usually does it around his birthday. I heard talk about Spin Up, but I haven't heard any details. And if anyone knows of any other meetups that I should add to the list, let me know, and I'll just kind of keep a running list of the meetups that are going on. A few things I was going to say, because I checked out a little bit of information on the Alaska cruise. If anyone is interested in that, Bob Dempsey has organized that. He and his wife Audrey. They have people in Alaska who can take people on tours at pretty much every stop in Alaska. I mean, this sounds like it's a really great trip. I don't know anything about the cost, but he said he had 16 cabins reserved. 4 are already spoken for. There's a $500 deposit to hold the room, and then the balance is due in March. So if you are into cruising or you would like to see Alaska, like this sounds like a really awesome way to go, especially since he has people in Alaska that would know where to go and where to take people to fly their drones. And even just the fact that you would be allowed to take your drone on a cruise ship, because you can see a lot of them are shying away from that these days. So that sounds like a really, really awesome trip he's putting together. I know that's not for everyone. I know it's probably not in my budget, but if that's something you're interested in, that sounds like an awesome trip. Do I see Ken Heron in the chat? Well, thanks for stopping in, Ken. Appreciate it. So yeah, if anyone has any further information on meetups that they would like me to talk about, I will gladly talk, add them to the list here. Oh, spin up in the next year for sure. I had heard spring, I had heard fall. I didn't know if anything was really ironed out there. Quad Mafia Palooza, yeah. Well, when you get a little brochure together, send it, Mikey, and I'll put it up here for everyone to see. That sounds like a big trip. That's a big trip. That would be cool, though. Gotta say, that would definitely be cool. Oh, you know what else I wanted to mention? I got some gifts in the mail today. Well, not gifts necessarily. I was winner. um, I don't know if you guys are all familiar with Uncle Bill from Uncle Bill's Toys, but he has a live stream on Sunday nights that he calls Sunday Night Hanger Talk. It's on late. It's on at 10, but lately he has been kind of partnered up with our friend Alexis that you might know from Ken Heron's show, and she's in a lot of people's live streams and chats. We've all seen her around. She's a real sweetheart, but Alexis has been providing gifts for giveaways on Uncle Bill's live stream Sunday night. So it's really fun. Everyone is hanging out, and I always like Uncle Bill's stream anyway. I think it's always kind of funny over there. Sometimes, as I've mentioned in the past, I just kind of lurk because they're kind of doing like guy talk, and I think it would change if they knew I was around. So sometimes I don't say anything while they're, discussing bidets and who knows what else. But yeah, so they were using the StreamYard tool and pulling names, and so I won. Well, actually, I don't know if I won this tank top, but it says remove before flight. So that was one. I think she may have just sent that to me. I don't know if I won that, but I also won this little ornament. Isn't that cute? I think that is so cute. It was like Christmas. I was like opening up presents today from Alexis. And then I got this really cool DVD. It's called Birth of Flight. And it says it's a 7-hour documentary series. So probably, this is probably something that was on like the History Channel or something, which I love the History Channel and I am fascinated with flight. So I'm really excited to put this one in, History of Civil Aviation. So those were my gifts I got in the mail today. That was fun. It was Jasper's CBD stuff arrived today. He's still sacked out. And my gifts from Alexis. So thank you, Alexis. I love everything. They don't do giveaways every Sunday night on Uncle Bill's stream, but Uncle Bill's stream is fun either way. So if you're looking for some place to hang out on Sunday night with all of your friends, definitely come join the conversation over at Uncle Bill's. So, oh, he's awake. Look at you. You woke up. You have 3 dinners in your belly. Which probably means it'll be intermission time at some point. He'll need to go potty. Okay, so let's see what else I have. Oh, I was just going to show you guys this cool video of a helicopter. So when I was staying with my dad in Ohio for a week, it was actually my dad's golf day, so he wasn't even there, and he was sad he missed this, but my dad has 7 acres. He has like an old farmhouse on 7 acres, but around him, I swear to God, thousands of acres of farmland. He looks like if you were to see his house on Google Maps, there's his little his little carved out spot, and then just cornfields, soybean fields, everything around him. He's just in the middle of farms. So I guess every year they do crop dusting on the farms around him. But while he was playing golf on Thursday afternoon, this year it was done by helicopter, which I guess has never been done in the past. But I was just really amazed by the flying of this helicopter. Also, I don't think I've ever seen, I mean, it was right above the trees. It was like right there above my head. The video does not do it justice at all. So let me hit play on this. Not sure what that means. Anyway, here's a big yellow helicopter. I love how it just flies right up those trees at the end. Like, that looks so crazy. And of course, when he was right over my head. Uh, and so I'm out there taking a video with my cell phone so that I could show my dad, like, this helicopter was right over his treetops. And as I'm out there, I was thinking, like, wow, I'm probably the only idiot out here sucking in all the fumes of this insecticide, like, just so I could take a dumb video for my dad. But, anyway, yeah, I just thought it was cool. I've never seen one that low and up close to me, so yeah, RC helicopters are expensive, and when they crash, I think you've got a lot of broken pieces and a lot of work to do because that main gear in the middle is probably ground up, and you've got to replace that. You've got to take it all apart to get to it. So, yeah, that's a big deal. You know what crop dusting really is? Well, I assume it's, is there some hidden meaning in here? I don't know. Yeah, right, exactly. When I saw how low that helicopter was, like, I kinda heard it coming, and I thought, "Wow, I'm really glad I don't have my drone up there because that was nothing." Like, I definitely put my Phantom 4 up way higher than that helicopter was flying. So yeah, that was the other thing. It was like the tree line on one side and then the power lines on the other side. Like, that was, I thought it was scary, but he was a good pilot. Um, Let me see. Oh, and then I was just thinking too, like, I was thinking how we do, like, proximity flying through the trees or over the treetops, and like he's doing that with a helicopter. So that's crazy. All right. So I have a little bit I wanted to talk about with vlogging. I did a little poll. I asked, do you enjoy drone videos that include vlogging of the day, behind the scenes, etc.? So I got 34 votes. That was a nice turnout as of, I think, yesterday when I pulled the results. But 85% said yes, they do like it. They like to get to know the pilot or feel like they were there or whatever. One person said no, it makes the video too long. I just skip to the flight. And a few people, I think 3, 4, said it doesn't matter. Just being honest here, just giving a view and dropping a comment. I know some people just make their rounds and it doesn't matter if you're vlogging, if you got something good or whatever, because they're just going to say, awesome video, thumbs up and move on. But, that's okay. We're not all retired with tons of time to look at everybody's videos. But a lot of people really do enjoy vlogging and getting to know people. Dominic said, well, we already know Dominic, analytics is his favorite subject. Depends on how it's done. You need to build the suspense and keep people hooked. For me, the one creator that can hook me on a long video is Mikey from Philly Drone Life. Having said that, you and Max on the last video you did, taking tank out, was extremely enjoyable, and it made me feel I was there, very personable. And I have to agree with you on that, Dominic. Like that, I know, like, for me personally, when I'm flying, I'm thinking in terms of clips. Like, let's just say I'm flying around that train trestle near us. I know I want to get a clip going up towards the trestle and under it. And then I want to get one backing up. And then I want to get one maybe following a train. But I'm thinking in terms of clips in my head. And I always find it interesting. Also, I feel I don't have the skill set, but I also find it interesting the way Max can just fly a one pack, and he can make a one pack so interesting. So to watch him do a live stream from the POS while he's flying around, that location we were in had 2 bridges, it had a tall building, it had a park. It's like I can see the area is right in front of me, but like, what is he going to do with it? How is he going to fly through this landscape? And I mean, he ended up flying through the bars under the bridge. He ended up diving the building. I mean, and I think it's interesting as a live stream to even just hear the thought process from him as he's doing it. He told everybody that's the first building he ever dove, which it was. Like that was a nervous day with shaking hands when he was going to go and dive this building. So yeah, I think live streaming an FPV flight is a really cool idea, and I definitely think that he should do more of that. And it seems like people agree with me. Like I think it's interesting to hear the thought process behind everything he's doing. And then, like if he was on his way flying towards a gazebo, for instance, and he's like, okay, everybody, I'm going to power loop this gazebo. Like now you're here waiting for him to power loop the gazebo. Like I think it's really exciting. So I think that was a cool way to live stream. And I think there was another comment over here. Oh, Mainlight Drone said he's much more engaged when the creator is personally involved. However, some creators make beautiful productions with just their footage. And I agree. I don't think vlogging is for everyone, but I think it's a cool way to get people to know you. And I think when people get to know you, maybe they're more likely to kind of like be on your side, be on your team, support your video, leave you a comment. Dominic has been out there live streaming. I'm sure, he's probably going to at some point see more people coming by his channel because like, hey, that's Dominic. He's got a new video out. Like we start to feel like we know him. We knew him before. We knew the name Northside Hawk. We've seen him in the chats, but like now that you see someone's face and you hear them talk and you hang out with them, it makes it all more personable. And I'm thinking about doing more vlogging. I don't know how good I am at it. I've given it a few attempts. Oh, actually, I have one. Let me get rid of a few of these videos. I have one queued up from I think the last big one I did was South Florida drone meetup, and it was not good. I ended up actually only doing 3 takes just because I wasn't going to spend the whole day sitting in the car talking to myself, and I ended up using the 3rd take. But it's like the first one, I felt like it was so dry, and then I just realized that it was horrible. And by the 3rd one, I was kind of laughing when I was talking because all I could think is, this really sucks. But then that's the one that worked. So, well, we are here at the South Florida Drone Meetup. It's really, really great. The organizers put on such a good event. I'm taking a break in the car right now because it's pretty hot outside, but that's awesome because it was supposed to rain. For weeks they kept saying that the forecast was going to be rain all day, and here we are in the bright, beautiful Florida sunshine. A little toasty, but that's okay. It's been awesome. So it's been really cool. I am here with Jasper. He's taking an AC break too. We actually have, wow, I just keep saying that's like my pause. Like every time I pause to take a breath, I say stop that. Maybe I'll start over. I'm here at the South Florida Drone Meetup, an awesome event. Oh, I'm so glad that we were able to come this year. This is the 2nd annual. I said again, like I just keep saying every time I try to think. We are here at the South Florida Drone Meetup, an awesome event. Bravo to the organizers. So that was, I think, one of my first attempts at vlogging, or no, maybe my 2nd. I think I had done the one where there were no leaves on the trees, and I was saying it was too ugly to fly. But I thought I had captured some nice footage given the muddy, ugly time of year that it was. And I showed all my outtakes at the end because I really had a hard time. Like I think I did 20 takes for that little vlog that I did, which hardly even made sense anyway, but I was trying to be in front of the camera. South Florida Drone Meetup, I think, was shortly thereafter. And yeah, I think in the beginning I was trying to just being an announcer, and I think it sounded really dry. And then I was trying again, and then I realized how much I was saying and then yeah, I think by the 3rd one, that's the one I used. It was a lot longer. I cut it down, but I had one decent take and I cut that up and used it throughout the video. So I think that ended up working okay. But I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I guess live streaming, especially sitting here by myself doing it. I don't even have Jasper help me tonight. It's definitely something to get used to. Yeah, and to try to stop with all the ums and uhs like every time. Like it's like if I pause and try to think, I either throw an in there or there's going to be a whole bunch of silence, I guess. Oh, really, Mr. Skyfly? It's so hard not to do it. And actually, now that I said it, I feel like I'm going to start saying it. Oh, Chiefs win, everybody. So I'm trying not to say it right now. So talking about vlogging. So I do, like I said, I think it's a good way to let people get to know you. Same as live streams, but not everyone has time to sit through an hour live stream or 2-hour live stream or whatever people are doing. Not everyone has that kind of hangout time, I guess. So vlogging is another way to let people get to know you. And as someone said on one of my videos, maybe it was the the too ugly to fly video. But someone said without me sitting there with all my stupid ums and all my outtakes and everything else, that maybe it would have just been another drone video, which I don't think that's all bad. And as Mainlight Photo said in his comment, like, some people make fantastic photos with just their footage and their production and their editing. But I do think, at least for some videos, it can help add the more personal element to it, and let people see who you are. I know when I first started watching videos, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee / Kahlua. When I first started watching drone videos, I used to wait for the end so that I could see the landing, so that I could see if maybe I could get a peek at who was flying. Like, I don't know, like, who's North Side Hawk? You know, like, who's J-Dub? Who's Capture Life Connection? Like, I wanted to see people, just like a curiosity thing. Like, who are these people flying the drone? So if people can actually probably, yes. So if people can actually see you because you're there vlogging and letting people know where you are and what you're doing and who you're hanging out with, I think it's kind of fun to, even for the aspect of, come along and sharing the adventure kind of thing. I'm hanging out with my buddies today. You could hang out with us too. So I think that makes it fun. Oh, yeah. Well, Doc said we like outtake videos. Well, any more vlogging that comes along, I'm sure will come along with a ton of outtake videos from me, because I certainly don't get it in one take. So I was thinking that next week I would like to highlight some vloggers. I don't have anyone for this week as far as a pilot spotlight. No volunteers, and I guess I had a busy week. I wasn't out hunting anyone down either, and no one sent me in viewer videos. So, but while I'm saying that, let me just throw up the email. If you do want to send a viewer video, or if you would like to be the pilot spotlight for the week, you can send them to tammiejeanstream@yahoo.com. Make sure you spell Tammie right, or I won't get it. So I would like to highlight some vloggers next week. And I already have a list of people that came to mind, like, immediately. When I started to think about it, I started to think about, like, who does a good job of vlogging. And certainly I thought of Joe Fotoleo. He was a pilot spotlight a few weeks ago. He says he thinks of a few select people. Oh, okay. So you kind of make it like you're talking to someone. That's interesting. But I think that you do a really great job vlogging. So you came to mind immediately. I also thought of Stevie Bronx from Capture Life Connection. I was thinking of Ray Kelly. I think Max makes excellent vlogs. Andy Cortez, Charlie Mafia from Drone Psyche, and Drone Bum, Paulie Drone Bum. He does some great vlogging too. Actually, he's very funny. Charlie's funny too. But anyway, if there is anyone you can think of that you enjoy their vlogging, please let me know, because I want to reach out to people in the next week and see if they'll allow me to show a little clip of their vlogging for next week's show. So definitely, if you think of anyone, you could throw it in the chat or send me an email or nominate yourself. Say, hey, I think I do a decent job with the vlog. Let me know if there's anyone I can add to my list. And I'm actually going to be looking around a little bit more in the coming week too, and seeing who I might like to highlight. Sunrise Water Media, I don't think I said hi to you, Chris. How you doing? And I don't know if I actually said hi to Uncle Bill, although I did shout him out. So yeah, that's what I want the pilot spotlight to be. Next week is on some vloggers, and the week after, I would like to highlight some live streamers and talk a little bit about the people who are live streaming, because these are both ways I feel like we are getting to know each other, and I think it really encourages the feeling of community that I think we already have, but it's definitely cool when we feel like we're really getting to know people. So, uh, I've mentioned your favorites. Nice. Okay, well, if you think of anyone else, like Log. Oh, you and your jokes. I don't know if that was a response to something or an idea, but yeah, everyone loves crashes, but you know, I'm sure I could make some great crash compilations once I finally get the guts to flip it into acro. But for now, I don't really crash. I have a few crashes. Like, I think my crash compilation might include 4 little accidents. I can't really make a crash compilation yet out of my stuff. Uh, but that was something else that I was thinking about. If anyone wanted to send me their crashes, I would put those together too. Everyone likes to see a good crash. I don't know why that's so satisfying, but it kind of is. So, oh, I'll have to check that out. So let's see what else I had. I don't know. I guess that's all that I officially had for tonight. I didn't have a whole lot. Like I said, I didn't have any viewer videos and I didn't have any pilot spotlight. Let me see if I had any other videos queued up. Nope. Nope, I did not. So, I don't know. We still have 27 people here, and I have Uncle Bill, that's an occasion to use your bidet. If anyone goes over to Uncle Bill's channel on Sunday night, he loves his bidet. And I don't know, see, now this is how you find your tribe, Uncle Bill. I'm sure there are other people that can relate, right? Once people kind of relate to each other, right? Then that's how people make friends. Oh, you are agreeing with Joe. So, I'll have to see. I'm not familiar with Casey, but I'll have to check out the channel. Football take well, at least your Chiefs won, Joe. uh oh, I see Wedge and Big, you're putting up a link, but I really can't. I don't know. I can't play off the links because I really have to check out the songs first. I know that well, that was a nice big everyone always says their music is copyright free, or I actually had someone say that, they have the right to use it and they're granting me the right to use it, but that's not how it works. Right now I pay for Epidemic, so I can play anything that's Epidemic. Anything that people get from another stream, like let's just say Artlist, or I know there's a few of them out there, I probably can't play them without getting a copyright claim minimally, and then you don't know in the future if you might get a strike. So I don't know. I'm just trying to avoid it at this point. So I really haven't been playing anything off of links. Also, since I haven't done it yet, I don't know that I'm really like StreamYard savvy enough to do it on the fly right now. So that's another reason that I haven't been doing I haven't been playing anything off of links. Oh, Casey has 12 million subs. Well, then I guess I would watch that channel for maybe some vlogging, as an example of good vlogging. I'm probably not going to get permission to share any video on my channel. So, yeah, I probably, as far as that, I would have to stick to people in the community, but as far as, let's see, a good vlogger, definitely I would check out Casey's channel. I know Dominic often talks about Philly drone life, so that's definitely a an example of a vlogger that a lot of people love. And like our friend Stevie said, everybody finds their tribes. So Paul usually uses Epidemic, not always. Oh, you used Epidemic on that one? Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know if I'm really like into playing on the fly, but hey, send me stuff to my email. The only the only video I had was the one I was holding over from last week, and it was Danish Stallion, but I don't think he's around this week either, so I'm still not going to play it, but that's the only one I actually had. Uh, okay, so everybody's familiar with Casey. I guess I definitely have to check out the channel. Oh, Stream Beats, I hadn't heard of that one. Oh, when eventually I'll have more of a budget for all this, and I'll probably subscribe to a few services just so I can get, it'd be easier to play people's videos for one thing. Jasper content, well, what, he won't even get up. Like, I can't even believe how soundly he is sleeping, and he had that little CBD treat. What time did I give that to him? It was in the afternoon. But I think it kind of had an effect on him for the rest of the afternoon and certainly into the night, because he was a happy little pup on his walks earlier, and he ate a lot of food, and now he's sacked out. So maybe CBD is a good thing. I always thought he might be a good candidate for it because he does have a tendency to be nervous sometimes. Yes. Exactly. So I pay Epidemic, so I know I can play anything from there. Yeah, I don't know, 'cause I don't know what service it was, but someone said that something that they had was copyright free, and I ended up getting a copyright claim on something. And so since then I've been doing like the test thing, like I upload a video quick and see if YouTube recognizes anything that they want to put a copyright claim on, just for, and I have found a couple more with submissions that I've gotten that they weren't copyright free. They were gonna get a copyright claim on me. So, oh really? So the case, oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is definitely a channel that I should check out. Yeah, which, see, that's a shame, Uncle Bill, because I know for me and I know for a lot of other people, it takes so long to pick out the music. Like, it takes a really long time to pick out the music. And then you put your video to it and you're cutting it up. So when the music changes, your scene changes, you put all this work into it, and then you send it to Ken Heron, for instance, and he puts a different soundtrack behind it, which is not what you envisioned at all. So, yeah, I'd like to be able to play everyone's music, but I'm only paying for Epidemic at this point, so that's pretty much all I can play. So I can pay or play. Stream Beats. Oh, see, there's another subscription though. Spotify. All these subscriptions, you guys notice how, like, they add up so quickly? Right now, I have, let's see, my monthly fees. Well, I have YouTube Premium, I have Epidemic Sound, I have the service where I made the video intro videos and the little ones that I use for the in-betweens. That was $5 a month. I feel like wait, YouTube Premium. Oh, I pay for StreamYard because I wanted to be able to put my own pretty backgrounds. That's such a girly thing to do, and I didn't wanna have, like, it would be over here, like, the big duck up in the corner that says StreamYard, like, I didn't wanna have that. So, yeah, so I paid for StreamYard. I don't know, I think I'm paying, like, $45 a month or something for all of these subscriptions, so yeah, it adds up fast. Oh, YouTube Studio. Huh. I'll have to look at that one. Yes, Chris, subscriptions suck. I mean, it's like trying to do something for fun, but it costs you money, like I was looking at video from like my appearance, like our first few live stream appearances and my appearance on Ken Heron, like the video was horrible. The sound was horrible. So yeah, there you go. There's $100 on the webcam and $100 on the microphone, and then all of these subscriptions. Like there's kind of like some startup fees to get a little live stream going. So, oh well. That's why I keep saying that I'm gonna get some merch and we're gonna have like, the names pulled out of the hat, and I don't have any merch yet except for my stickers. And I got those memory card holders because they were a little more inexpensive. That's it. Oh, I don't know. Have you guys seen TJ's sticker? Because I think it's so great. I'm trying to get it to focus. TJ Giggles and Drones. He was pretty relentless on asking me for my stickers until I finally sent them out. But as soon as he got his, he sent them back. So that was pretty cool. I didn't even have to beg, but I was going to. Pardon me. I was going to just because I heard from TJ almost every day, like, hey, did you send those stickers out yet? Hey, did you send those stickers out yet? So I was going to do the same thing to him. But next thing you know, I got them in the mail. So he was pretty on it. Oh, wow. That's horrible. Can't you? See, I think that I know when I signed up for Epidemic, I told them my YouTube channel, can't you kind of register more than one YouTube channel? Like, that sounds horrible. You shouldn't have to pay twice. Yeah. Epidemic does have a lot. It's almost difficult though, because I don't know, like, I don't love all of it, but there is a lot, so I feel like I'm sorting through forever to find music on Epidemic. They do have a lot to choose from, though, it's true. They have a lot of stuff. But wow, it's, yeah, well, that's another expense. I have one picked out, and I think I have a really cool idea for sound effects. Uncle Bill told me about one that's online, and that's pretty cool too. But I have this specific idea, and I want this specific soundboard where I can put my own sounds into it. But I think, that's another $100. Everything everything costs money. They're too expensive to send and receive? Well, to Australia, I wonder how much. I wonder how much it is to Australia. When I had my when I had my Etsy shop, which I've been working really hard on putting up a new one because I didn't do it for a few years. But when I had my Etsy shop, I got surprised every once in a while. I was selling photographs, so it's pretty great as far as like a little side business because it's not like you're shipping out breakable items that need like 2 feet of bubble wrap to protect them in huge boxes. It's just like I put the photograph in the sleeve and put it in like a cardboard envelope, and I made a decent profit on Etsy, which is why I will be doing it again. But every once in a while I got blindsided. Certain countries were really expensive to ship to, and Australia was definitely one of them. Like I think to send an 8 by 10 photograph to a customer in Australia once, it cost me like $35. And I think that was more than I charged for the photograph. And I didn't realize it was going to be that much in shipping. So that was a lesson learned. After that, instead of having one flat rate for shipping, I think I put a flat rate for US shipping, and then I just put something in my description like contact me for shipping to other countries, or I think I put one in separate for Australia, pardon me, because there was one other one that was really expensive too. I'm trying to think of which country it was. I don't think it was the Netherlands. I don't know, but one of them was like really expensive, and it really blindsided me when I went to the post office to send something out because oh, see, that's another expense, Dominic, when you start subscribing to people's channels, which, I think it's a nice thing to do, especially if you spend a lot of time on people's channels. Like I've given money to Ken Heron's channel because I've spent a lot of time over there. It's like that's kind of like for years now, that's been the thing to do on Thursday night. We're going to watch Ken's show. Yeah, exactly. Like, you really don't want a different soundtrack behind your video after you put all that work into it and then cut the video around the song. No, I totally understand that. Oh, Deneen is here. Deneen, I thought you were on vacation. Like, I've been waiting for Deneen's like new vacation photos and stuff. She goes on some really cool vacations. I'm a little bit jealous, Deneen. You go to some really nice spots. Yeah. Oh, well, they have them in Epidemic, but that's the one, Voicey. That's the one that Uncle Bill was telling me about. Voicey is where he gets his sound effects. I don't know. I kind of have a cool idea about sound effects. Oh no. Oh no, did he have to ship some prize winnings to Australia? Because that's definitely a lot. Oh, well, see, I wouldn't worry about 350, but I know I definitely remember something. I can't remember what it was I was trying to ship, but it was $35 shipping, and that was more than I had charged for whatever it was. So, uh, oh, good. Good, good, good. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you got, Tanine. So I've been working on my oh, see, I know Ken's show is very informative. But so is your stream too, Uncle Bill. I've learned a lot over there. But yeah, I've been working on my Etsy shop. I have sold photographs in the past, and I find it to be pretty profitable on Etsy. But on Etsy, and I've mentioned this on previous stream, on Etsy, you do the work. So you have to get the photograph if you're doing photos. You have to get them printed out and mail them out yourself. Whereas if you're going through a service like Redbubble or Society6 or Teespring, I don't know, there's a bunch of them that'll do the fulfillment part of it for you, but I think you're only making a few dollars on each sale. Like, it's great because it's passive. They're doing all the work and you just get some money, but I've always wanted to get more. Like, I don't want to it's I feel like it's my work. I like getting more of the money out of it instead of giving it to someone else. So I end up putting the work into the fulfillment. I can't say that word, fulfillment part as well. Even though I hate that part. I really hate when I have to package everything up, but yeah, I definitely felt that Etsy had the best profit margin out of the different services. So, uh, what's Stevie saying? Yeah, I know. Like I said, a few of them really blindsided me in the beginning. I'll have to figure out again which ones they were because it's kind of a cool thing, though, if you think about it. Um, that was a big personal website. Well, the thing that I like about Etsy is that they kind of bring people to you in the same way that YouTube brings people to you. Because if let's just say I had a website and I was putting my videos on my, I don't know, say tammiejeanstream.com or something like that, like who would ever find them? Maybe people would find them through a Google search, but the way that YouTube sort of corrals us all together and gives us a space to share our videos and communicate with each other, Etsy is the same way. They kind of, it's like a place for all of these sellers to gather. And so even though people can stumble upon one of my photographs with a Google search, I can also get people who are just coming into Etsy itself and maybe they're typing in, I don't know, wall decor, horse, whatever it is they're looking for. I don't know, farmhouse decor or whatever. And they'll find my stuff over there. So I always thought that they had a really good search function. And just overall, I like that they kind of bring the customers to you. So that's why I use Etsy. And I keep talking about it, but I think like now is the time, September is the time I really wanted to have my shop active by now because September, October, November are really busy months if you have a shop. December, it slows down because if you haven't ordered by the first week in December, you're not getting it by Christmas. So December isn't as great, but September, October, November are really good. And I haven't activated the shops yet. So maybe that's going to be my goal for the coming week. Yeah. You got to learn what not to do for sure. It's good if you can learn from other people's mistakes. So, well, it looks like some people are dropping off. We are getting close to midnight, and that'll probably be it for me as well. So, maybe next week, like I said, if anyone wants to recommend someone who does vlogging in their videos, and specifically, I guess I'm kind of looking for drone videos. That there's a lot of people that do vlogging for, I don't know, hiking or working on cars or, I don't know, woodworking or something, but I'm specifically talking about, us drone folks. If you know of someone who you think is doing a good job vlogging their adventures, I would love to hear some names. And the week after that, I do want to feature live streamers. Of course, thanks to Johnny Joan Flyer's schedule of live streams, I do know a bunch on, I guess I would say it's more the GPS side. I realized that I don't know a bunch on the FPV side. I've kind of been seeing a few here and there. I've been discovering them, or maybe YouTube has been dropping them on my feed lately, but I have been starting to see some live streams of FPV people. But if there's anyone you think that is doing a good job, you can let me know about them as well. Because I do want to just see, I like to see people in the community and what everybody's up to. And I'd like to feature live streamers in 2 weeks. And hopefully either next week or the week after, I can show you my Etsy shop and what it looks like so far. That is, that's coming up real soon. Oh, I read that one. Yeah, these are busy months. Definitely busy months. Oh, yeah. Agreed. That's a good one. Good night. Good nights. Thank you everyone for being here. I definitely appreciate that. I'm on show number 10 and quite a few of you came back for more. So I definitely appreciate that. And probably it proves Stevie's point that you do eventually find your tribe. Because I think maybe streams 1 and 2, I had a bigger turnout than I have on stream 10, but I feel like as I get to stream 10 and moving forward, maybe these are more of my people, right? These are the people that keep coming back to hang out with me. So I definitely appreciate you all, and I appreciate you being here, even though it's late. But thanks again. And see, did I do anything different with the outro? I think the outro is short this week. I really thought that Jasper was going to help me out, so I just had a quick clip of Jasper at the end. That's it. Nothing. I didn't have any. I didn't pull any of the funny stuff that happened on the streams this past week. I guess I'll save that for next week. So this is a short one. Good night, everybody. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate you.